Hi guys, welcome to this 100th episode of brand new console mods. It's been a long journey to get here and we've covered literally like 1,000 mods since we started making mod videos back in October, so we've seen a lot. Coincidentally, I reached 60,000 subscribers today as well. In fact, I got like 200 new subscribers since yesterday, so I went to bed at like 59,840 or something like that, and then I'm sitting right now at 60,040. So I'm not sure if you guys can see that yet. I think I see slightly more up-to-date versions than you do. But it's an exciting day and I do really appreciate all the support I get on my channel, and it allows me to do this, make videos on Skyrim and other games as an actual job. And I still wake up in the morning thinking, do I actually get paid every day to play Xbox? And yes, I do. So yeah, I have you guys to thank for that, and I hope I can continue to bring you guys good quality content in the coming year as we try to reach our 100k. It's going to be tough though, but I will try my hardest and continue to get new videos out every day. Well guys, we have more mods to look through. If you haven't done so yet, check out my other two videos from today if you haven't watched them yet. Anyway, let's jump into our today's mods. Immersive Ingestibles aims to make eating more immersive and fun by replacing the instant effects of foods with various long-term fortifications. There are no penalties for eating or sleeping, only incentives to do so. As such, Immersive Ingestibles is an alternative to traditional need mods for role players who want an immersive gameplay reason to eat and sleep, but don't want to be forced to eat or worry about inventory management. In vanilla Skyrim, most food items provided instant restore health stamina effects that were useless out of combat because of the rate those attributes regenerate. There were no gameplay incentives to eat out of combat, and eating during combat does not make much sense. The few vanilla food items that did provide long-term benefits tended to be overpowered, like vegetable soup that let you spam power attacks. All of that changes with Immersive Ingestibles. Different types of food provide different types of fortifications. For instance, cooked meats fortify health, and starchy foods like baked potatoes, bread, and potato soup fortify stamina, which makes sense. Most fortifications are between 10 and 20 points and last for 3,600 seconds, 1 hour real time. Most soups, stews, and dumplings provide 2 fortification effects, and one of those may fortify the regeneration rate of stamina or magicka. Since vanilla Skyrim reduces regeneration rates during combat, Fortify regeneration rates does not allow ultimate spamming of power attacks. So it's a nice new system for you to try out eating in game if you like to play more immersively, that is. Our next mod is a simple follower mod that adds in a brand new Nord female who you can have as a follower, and she's called Stacy Nash and you can find her in Riverwood. The mod author doesn't give us any information about this mod, so I tried my hardest to get what I could. She comes with just a basic clothing outfit and a steel sword, so feel free to equip her with whatever you want to. She levels up to level 50 with the player, she is essential, and she can also be married if you want to. For stats, well, she is good at two-handed, archery, heavy armor, block, and she's also pretty decent with a one-handed sword as well. She has most of her stats put into health, so she has fairly low stamina, and she has no magicka whatsoever, so she is a tank character, and so you can play her however you want to based off of that. But I guess I would equip her with heavy armor and a big-ass greatsword to get the most out of her. So if you're looking for a new follower called Stacy Nash, then you can download this one right now. Simple Safe Storage adds safe storage to certain containers in many locations that would make good player homes, including Anissa's cabin, both interior and exterior areas, Drela's cottage, the Alchemy Shack, your Vasker, Kodlak's room, the Hall of Attainment, the Archmage's quarters, the Ragged Flagon, and the common area of all Orc strongholds. Ownership of Drela's cottage and Anissa's cabin has all been removed. Ownership in the Orc strongholds has been adjusted so that the player can sleep in the common area and freely use the common area storage once the player becomes a Bloodkin. In vanilla Skyrim also, end tables, dressers, and cupboards never respawn, but some mods like clothing and clutter fixes makes these respawn, thus rendering many otherwise safe containers unsafe for storage. Simply Safe Storage ensures that containers affected by Simple Safe Storage in the areas mentioned above remain safe even if used with clothing and clutter fixes, and of course is fully compatible with clothing and clutter fixes if you want to have them installed for other areas that are not the ones that we mentioned. So if you're looking for loads more safe places to live and store your stuff, then you can download this mod. Our next mod is a simple one called No Generic Male Bandits. The mod will do 2 things to your game. 1. This mod will remove some generic male NPCs from the game and replace them with females. For instance, most bandits will now be female. And number 2, all replaced NPCs will now have actual names instead of generic names. For instance, a previous bandit who would just be called Bandit will now be called Alexis the Bandit. The mod currently only replaces all Argonian generic males, few Breton generic males, and some generic male bandits. So if you're looking for more female bandits and more named bandits, then check out this mod. Our next mod of the day is Ethereal Elven Overhaul, a really awesome mod that completely overhauls the way Elven races look in Skyrim. The mod makes changes to the Elven races, mostly their faces and head, so we can take a look at exactly what it does. First off, the mod changes the look of the head of the Dunmer, High Elf and Wood Elf in-game, both for male and female players. The heads have been reshaped and are definitely more elven looking, so all I can say is there are more highlighted facial features like high cheekbones and pointier ears. And all the features now look smaller and more perfect kind of looking. All things like scars and beards will also now fit the new head shapes. On top of that, there are now new nose and lip choices to choose from for your character as well, so you can make your player more unique and better looking. There's also a bigger and more natural looking choice of lip color available for your female characters. Each race now has more choice of and better looking skin tints, and of course each race has new high resolution texture and meshes to make the elves look much younger and easier on the eye. Finally, you get more war paint choices, eye colors, and all of this is also applied randomly to any elven NPC in game as well. So it really is an amazing mod, and I have to admit it makes my character look really good as an elf. The mod is compatible with other mods like KS Hairdo's Light, for example, if you want to improve your character even more. Our final mod of the day is Castle Dragoncliff. We saw in today's earlier video, Viking Settlement. Well, now we have another mod from the same author called Castle Dragoncliff that adds a new castle style settlement that's made as a player home. It's built into Bile Gulch Mine, so you have your own mine in the castle walls. It hasn't been altered in any way though. At the bottom of the castle is a smithy. That is a building with all the blacksmith supplies inside of it. There's also a well next to the smithy. Next to the entrance to the mine, there is a guard barracks with 4 beds, storage, and eating area. It also connects to the top of the castle walls. On top of the castle walls, there is a second barracks that's pretty much identical to the first barracks. Finally, you have the main Castle Dragoncliff itself. Inside, you start off in a main throne room. On the first floor, there's a kitchen and dining area for you. The second floor east, there is an enchanting room with enchanter and alchemy station. The second floor west has a study on it, and finally the third floor west has a bedroom for you to live in. The inside of the castle isn't overly extravagant, but the castle as a whole does have everything you could possibly need here, and no more, including space for 8 companions or followers, every possible workstation, and even a stable just outside the castle gates. So overall, a really nice player home for you to live in if you like the look of having your own castle. Well guys, that's the end of today's video, and again I want to thank you all for sticking with me through 100 episodes of brand new mods and also helping me reach 60,000 subscribers. If you guys enjoyed today's video, like, comment and subscribe. I might be back today with another video. If not, I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, stay awesome, and I will see you all next time.